This is absolutely the best method I have found for transforming your long-form videos into a steady stream of on-brand short clips using the power of artificial intelligence. Whether you are a content creator pumping out cinematic productions, an educator developing lecture snippets, or a small business scaling its social media presence, consistency in tone and look is absolutely critical across every single post. However, managing this process manually becomes an enormous chore, as even with a solid editing structure, you will still spend countless hours chopping footage, trimming clips, hunting for the single best moment, and manually scheduling every single output. So, what if I told you there's an automated path to handle the bulk of that work while ensuring every single clip looks and sounds like it originated from the exact same source creator? That is precisely where a tool like Vizard steps in. And I have recently overhauled my entire approach to make this process unbelievably straightforward for everyone to adopt. Let me walk you through the exact step-by-step process I now use, which you can set up for free, and will instantly be amazed by the sheer volume of time it manages to save you every single week. First and foremost, the real secret here is not just allowing the AI to haphazardly spit out clips based on general metrics. The actual key is establishing a dependable source sheet for every single show or personality, which means providing high-quality reference points that explicitly teach the tool what your established brand truly sounds and looks like. In concrete video editing terms, this translates to uploading a small handful of your long-form episodes or raw footage that perfectly encapsulates the desired tone, the unique vocal cadence, the common camera framing, and all the crucial recurring visual elements like lower thirds or branded bumper animations. Once that foundational material is fed in, the platform's auto-edit engine is perfectly primed to locate all the best highlights and generate clips that feel genuinely cohesive across every single piece of content produced. So let's break down the basic, incredibly efficient flow that I follow religiously every time I process new material. Step 1 is simply to assemble your core reference material by dragging in about 2 to 6 full-length videos that best represent the overall style and energy of the series you are working on. You truly do not need to overthink this selection process. Just pick the episodes where the energy level, the specific lighting conditions, and the audio quality are exactly what you aim to replicate going forward. I personally make sure to include a couple of different emotional moods within that set, perhaps one high-energy talking head segment and one calmer explainer piece, so the AI learns the full necessary range of your delivery. Step 2 involves setting up the dedicated brand kit within the application, which is the centralized location where you upload your logo, your predetermined intro and outro sequences, preferred font pairings, and your standard thumbnail template. While this branding step is technically optional, it is massively recommended if your goal is for every single resulting clip to unequivocally look like it belongs specifically to your established brand identity. With the groundwork laid, you then simply hit the button labeled Auto Edit Viral Clips, and the system immediately begins scanning your uploaded long videos to propose a whole batch of short clips, often yielding several excellent suggestions from just one source video. This particular phase is where you will finally stop wasting absolutely precious time scrubbing through hours of source footage, because the AI highlights all the best moments like genuine laughs, tight punchlines, crucial hook sentences, and visually dynamic beats. You get the distinct advantage of previewing all the suggested clips right there, making minor tweaks to the precise in and out points, and then approving them all in one efficient bulk action. For those of us who prefer to micromanage the on-screen appearance, there are quick controls available to prioritize specific shot types, such as forcing close-ups or wide shots, which is fantastic for maintaining that consistent visual language across all your outputs. Here is a tiny but very valuable professional tip. Add a short list of specific trigger words or even timestamps into the project's metadata before you run the main auto-edit engine. The tool then uses that extra context to prioritize clips that align precisely with your desired themes, functioning very much like how one might use a physical pose sheet in an older workflow to control specific character angles. This crucial addition makes the final clip outputs significantly more targeted and immediately relevant to your current marketing goals. Once the initial raw clips have been successfully generated, the next phase is dedicated to a quick quality control check and applying any necessary subtle refinements to the content. I usually perform one quick pass to smartly replace any distracting audio dips and ensure the overall voice levels are perfectly normalized, especially since Vizard includes a built-in audio fixer that has proven to be surprisingly reliable. Then, you immediately apply your standard overlay template for captions and finalize the layout for the corresponding thumbnail image that will accompany the post. The caption styling engine is particularly smart, allowing you to precisely set the font hierarchy for the main hook line, the small timestamp indicator, and the main subtitle body so that every clip reads consistently well, even when viewers watch with the sound completely off. Now we move on to the highly satisfying part, scheduling. which is where the platform's auto-schedule and integrated content calendar features truly begin to shine brilliantly. Instead of the tedious process of downloading all your fresh clips and manually uploading them across 5 different platforms, you simply define your desired posting frequency, say 3 short clips every single weekday, and Vizard queues and posts everything automatically. You maintain control by telling the system exactly which social networks to prioritize, and it intelligently handles necessary formatting adjustments like switching between vertical or square aspect ratios and caption length adaptations for each specific network. The visual calendar itself provides you with a single unified view to easily drag posts around, insert urgent notes, or completely block off specific days reserved for entirely different marketing campaigns. What I personally love about this feature is the ability to batch generate an entire month's worth of polished clips in a single focused afternoon, and then simply let the AI drip feed them out while you concentrate on creating more of that high-value long-form content. I know many of you operate multi-person shows, perhaps a podcast featuring 2 hosts who constantly riff off one another, and Vizard handles these multi-person scenarios with surprising grace. When you initially upload those reference episodes, make sure you specifically tag each distinct host within the provided metadata fields. The auto-edit engine will then intelligently attempt to keep the cuts attributed correctly, and in instances where it combines multiple people into one clip, you can add clear textual descriptors to the prompt to prevent mismatched audio or those strange, hybrid moments where personalities seem to blend. This method is conceptually similar to how people used to train separate character profiles previously. Here, you simply tag the individuals, and the AI maintains the required personality separation automatically. It is also crucial to briefly discuss the competitive landscape, as there are indeed other programs that promise automated clip generation, some being cheaper or just relying heavily on hype, while others are powerful but carry a steep learning curve. Tools that operate strictly as timeline editors still force you to perform the majority of the heavy lifting manually, and many popular scheduling suites often penalize you per post or feature clunky cross-posting capabilities that frequently break your carefully crafted captions. Furthermore, some of the more advanced AI editors excel at a single task, but entirely lack the necessary full scheduling or content calendar integration, meaning you still have to chase down an entirely separate tool just to publish your work. Vizard's distinct and massive advantage lies in its comprehensive all-in-one nature. It doesn't just magically find those viral moments, it also handles the entire finishing process, formatting, captioning, thumbnail creation, and the final publishing, all seamlessly within that single unbroken workflow. The direct result of this unified system is significantly less context switching between applications and a dramatic reduction in those annoying one-off fixes that plague multi-tool approaches. Now, let's address some common troubleshooting scenarios you might encounter to keep your automation running perfectly smoothly. First, if the output yields too many clips that look overly similar, or contains what you perceive as weird editorial cuts, you must refine your initial brand kit and deliberately increase the diversity of your core reference footage set. Having more variability in that initial training set significantly helps the underlying AI model generalize its understanding of your content much more effectively. Second, if you notice that the automatically generated captions look structurally off, or the AI consistently mishears a specific proper name or unique term, you possess the ability to upload a short, simple vocab whitelist file containing the correct spellings. Thirdly, on older or slower local machines, the initial batch processing might naturally take a bit longer. But thankfully, the platform's cloud processing options are quite efficient for heavy lifting. I recommend starting with smaller initial batches to confidently build and test your perfect template before you attempt scaling up the process to cover an entire month of content at once. For those creators who demand even deeper levels of granular control, there are advanced features available in the higher subscription tiers that allow you to fine-tune the clip selection algorithm itself. This advanced tuning lets you actively bias the results towards optimizing for things like projected watch time, expected comment volume, or potential share rates, essentially allowing you to run live A/B tests on which opening hook performs the very best for your audience. One specific action I incorporate into every single project is maintaining a small curated folder of my keeper clips, the absolute best performing handful from each month, which I then use as high-value reference points for all future projects. That continuous feedback loop is what both sharpens your own instincts as a director and, crucially, feeds the AI better and better examples to learn from over time. And yes, I can genuinely confirm that this entire automated workflow, once set up, becomes remarkably fun to use because almost every single clip the system produces is instantly usable without heavy editing. You finally escape the frustrating cycle of cherry-picking just a few moments of gold and wasting the remaining hours on the footage that just wasn't quite good enough to use. Understand that this is not some form of incomprehensible magic. It is the powerful result of providing repeated, high-quality context, excellent initial reference material, and implementing the correct level of smart automation. Finally, if you are managing multiple channels or those complex shows with several different hosts, Remember the critical importance of keeping your source metadata absolutely clean and well organized. Tag every persona distinctly. Maintain a consistent naming convention for all your uploaded files. And try your best not to stack too many wildly contrasting styles into one single processing batch for the best results. When you genuinely do need creative variety across your output, the best practice is to create entirely separate projects for each distinct tone. One for serious explainers, another for fun quick takes, and a third specifically for clips featuring guests. By segmenting this way, Vizard inherently understands exactly which aesthetic language to follow for that specific batch, successfully avoiding those jarring, off-brand hybrid clips that never quite feel right.
So please, give this powerful Vizard workflow an honest try by setting up a small initial experiment. Import just 2 episodes, quickly build your brand kit, run the auto-edit viral clips function, and let the platform schedule a full week of introductory posts for you.
I guarantee you will immediately save a significant number of hours every single month, while simultaneously cultivating a much more consistent channel presence that truly feels like a cohesive, recognizable brand. If you are someone who enjoys getting deep into the technical details, you can always loop back later to explore those advanced settings and begin meticulously tracking exactly which specific opening hooks achieve the highest audience watch time. But for today, the most important step is just to start simple, because you will honestly be shocked at how professional and high quality the resulting clips look right out of the automated box. All right, that concludes the comprehensive overview of this new optimized workflow for your video content creation moving forward. If you would like, I can easily put together a downloadable sample checklist or a template to help guide you through setting up your very first Vizard project without having to guess any of those initial settings. Otherwise, the best next move is simply to go out there and start creating incredible long-form content while letting the AI cheerfully handle all the tedious, repetitive part of the distribution process for you. I look forward to seeing your results, and I will catch you all very soon in the comments section below to discuss your experiences.